Well, we done did it, y'all. Bernie Sanders has won Nevada. And again, we did it. Congrats to everybody out there that's been working hard, donating, fighting. Let's remember that we have to keep fighting. This is not over. There is so much more to do. Now, we need to expect in the coming days and weeks that these disingenuous attacks and the Russiagate fear mongering and the nonsense is going to ramp up like you've never seen before. Because they're running out of time. They're running out of runway here to actually bring the Bernie train to a halt. And they know that. So you need to expect that there's going to be even more nonsense, even more dishonest attacks. I expect Pete Buttigieg in this upcoming debate to be the most unbearable he's ever been. I mean, he was pretty bad in the last one, but expect more nonsense from him. Expect more nonsense from Elizabeth Warren. She's clearly not in this for the right reasons. Because if she was at this point, she would give Bernie Sanders the respect and deference that he gave her in 2016 when he wanted to encourage her to run, and she would drop her behind out and she would endorse Bernie Sanders. But you don't see any movement in that direction, do you? No, of course not, because she ain't in this for anything but to be a spoiler candidate. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. So we need to expect there's going to be more garbage coming our way. So what I want everyone to do is plan to go see a movie, take your loved one out for a date, find time to relax, enjoy your life, do things that you love, find fun activities, ways to relieve the stress, go out for ice cream, get a massage, do some self-care this week. Don't spend all of your time glued to what's going on in politics, because I'm telling you, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. The attacks, the nonsense. I'm telling you, I am expecting everything in the kitchen sink. This whole Russiagate thing has started with, oh yeah, well, Bernie's not really to blame. But it's going to be, by the end of the week, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I actually think that Bernie Sanders is actually in a homosexual relationship with Vladimir Putin. It's coming. It's coming, people. These people have no shame. If you watched MSNBC tonight, well, you know what? I'm actually not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. It was garbage, and I'm not even going to mention it. CNN, props to them. I felt like they actually did really solid coverage tonight. So you got to give credit where it's due. Not a corporate media fan, but I thought CNN did the election some justice tonight. So good for them. That was tolerable to watch. But I'm telling you, you got to expect that it's going to get crazy. And in this next debate, ain't going to be no, solidarity. Ain't gonna be no holding hands. Ain't gonna be no kumbaya. Ain't gonna be no Bloomberg attack fest. They may go after Bloomberg some, but I'm telling you, they're gonna be going after Bernie Sanders like never before. Okay, so we gotta be ready. We gotta be ready to fact check them. We gotta be ready to get in there and really bring some truth as we head into South Carolina. So here's hoping that we can replicate this success in South Carolina and on Super Tuesday. Please make sure you're registered to vote. Please make sure you get out there and vote. You matter and you make a difference. This is our movement. This isn't Bernie Sanders' movement. This is our movement. This is the movement of we the people. The people of the culinary union have spoken in Nevada, and they resoundingly supported Bernie Sanders. That's what's so hilarious. Like, every step throughout this process, this is what I loved. Every step throughout this process, the media narrative has just been getting dismantled little by little by little. And it's just been so thoroughly enjoyable, right? After Iowa, when Bernie Sanders won, because hashtag Bernie Sanders won Iowa, I don't care about no stupid state delegate. Oh, he won the state delegate. Who actually had more people show up and vote for them and caucus for that person? Oh, it was Bernie, right? So Bernie won the popular vote in the first and second round? Okay, yeah, so Bernie won Iowa. I don't care about the stupid state delegates. So anyway, when we After Bernie won Iowa, they were basically like, well, technically Pete won the state delegates and turnout was really low. Bernie Sanders says he's going to get the turnout all high, but the turnout was low, so that's just really bad for him. I mean, never mind the fact that would be bad for all the Democrats. That would mean they're not excited about any of their garbage. I mean, the fact that you would just put all that on Bernie Sanders is hilarious, but I get it. Bernie Sanders is banking on turning out people who don't typically vote, non-voters, young people, etc. And so they were like, so, it's not, I mean, he didn't get the turnout, so this is not a good sign for him, and he shouldn't think that this is a victory because by that measure, he underperformed. And it was really close. And then in New Hampshire, we had record turnout that was about on par, I believe, with 2008, better than 2016 turnout. And they're all like, oh, well, yeah, that's true, but it's still mostly white states. And we got to see what's going to happen when we go to the more diverse states. And that's where Joe Biden's really going to pick up. And so we're not worried. I mean, it's New Hampshire. And also, look at this. Oh, look at this. Pete Buttigieg is in second, and it's actually really, really close. Plus, if you add up the total votes for Pete Buttigieg and Senator Warren and Joe Biden and Frosty the Snowman and Little Bo Peep and all her sheep, they actually have, no, this is seriously what they were doing on this actually passes for news now, minus the Little Bo Peep part. But, I mean, like, this is literally what they were doing. If you add up all of those votes, then they actually got more than Bernie Sanders. Yeah, that's not how elections work, but okay, cool. But now here we are in Nevada. And even more of their nonsense is being torn down. Bernie Sanders is crushing with Latinos. He's crushing with people of color. He's crushing with women. This is what's so hilarious about it, right? Oh, Bernie Sanders is not going to do that with women. Oh, he's doing well with women. He is building the coalition that everyone else claims we need to bring together. He's doing it. He even won the districts, the areas, the caucuses that were done in areas that have a ton of culinary union workers, and where it's mostly culinary union workers. He won those areas big time, even after all of the crazy nonsense. Pete Buttigieg saying Bernie Sanders was quote unquote at war with the culinary union. After all of that nonsense, he still won the culinary union members. I mean, just step by step, every step along the way, man, their arguments are getting dismantled every place he goes. And now we're getting to a place where last time I checked, he was above 50%. I don't know if that's going to hold. We'll see. But if it does, that means that their narrative of, adding up everybody else in the world and their popularity, actually they're better than Sanders, that's out the window. Because it's looking like he may get over 50%, which means even if you add up everybody else's votes, it's still not, it's the majority. Their argument now that they've been trying to lean on lately is, well, he's not really getting a majority anywhere. He's just getting the plurality. He's either going to get the majority here in Nevada or he's going to come really close to getting the majority of the vote. So let's continue forward. We'll see. Obviously, my predictions were terribly wrong. I believe it's looking like Pete Buttigieg is going to finish third like I predicted, but Joe Biden is finishing second, it looks like here, and Warren is finishing fourth. And I believe fifth place was actually Tom Steyer. And then sixth place was Amy. I feel like I should have actually kind of seen that coming, but no, it was actually, I thought that Tom Steyer was going to finish even lower, but no, it was definitely Amy Klobuchar that finishes sixth here. Wow. So that's it for tonight, and I hope everyone has a good night. All right, bye.